Superior Cuts and Styles by Sir Reginald in Killeen, Texas. Today we're going to go ahead and do an afro, and one of the first steps you want to do with the afro is you want to shampoo it and dry it thoroughly so that you get the hair nice and crisp and dry and clean. There's nothing worse than trying to shape an afro with grease. First thing I want to do is thoroughly pick the hair out. Get yourself a good fro pick. Get that hair picked thoroughly out. So that you can see all areas. And once that afro's been thoroughly picked out, you can go ahead and examine it for any uneven areas. It's one of the things about dealing with kinky curly hair. Our hair sticks straight off of our scalp, so it's easy to see it. And there you can see some of the uneven areas. Now starting here, you want to pick out from the back. He's been wearing a taper on the back, so he's going to have a 45-degree angle on his afro. We're just going to start down here and generally shape from a 45-degree angle, coming right into the afro. And what this is called is freehand cutting. When using freehand cutting, you want to use a blade this is a balding blade. Another blade that's excellent for this will be found on your Andis Master, a fade blade. It's excellent for sculpting and freehand work. I particularly like this one, so I'm going with this one today. And it's a matter of just looking at your haircut and doing general sculpting on this afro. You want to create a sphere. So once you've shaped your sides at a 45 going into your bubble, you want to come up top, and all you want to do is connect your dots. Coming from a 45, now you want to round at the top, connecting your top to your 45-degree angle. You can see that it's starting to form a perfect sphere. Now that looks good to the naked eye, but you have to remember your patron's going to go home and he's going to pick that. So as you're cutting, you need to constantly pick that. Constantly pick that out as you're cutting it. And just like anything else that you do well, you're going to do it repetitiously. Same thing you just did, starting from the bottom at your 45, coming into your bubble. 45, coming right on out of there. Come back up top. And let that meet your 45. And when I say 45, I'm speaking in degrees. Degrees and angles. Again, if I haven't mentioned it, this is called freehand cutting. And as you can see now that you have your form, this is your guide. And all you're going to do with that blade is follow your guide and glaze all the way around. Here at your 45-degree angle. Coming up and into the afro. Around the ears, making sure that's clean. Want to constantly comb that out to make sure you haven't missed anything. And to make sure that you're staying even. Because when he gets home, he's going to comb it. Hopefully. you've shaped your afro and you've got it the way you want it to sit, one thing I like to do to finish it off is to put a coat of spritz on top of it. Just a light coat. And you want to let that sit for a moment. And you want to go over with your final cut, doing your shear work. Bob Ross, the painter, would say,
"That's a happy little afro."